Morning, Matt.
And a nice peaceful morning it is.
Yeah, that's Hell's Kitchen for you. Peaceful one minute, the lid blows off the next. There. It's no time to sound your horn after the accident.
My milk, it's broken.
Well, it's lucky for you there's no bones broken. No. Stop your crying. It's only the cow's milk you spilled.
Now we got no breakfast.
We'll see about that. Come along, young lady. Take the boat. I told you not to leave broken glass on the sidewalk.
Ma che Pierre?
Come on, clean it up or I'll run you in.
Che posso aspettare? Excuse me.
Montebello.
Good morning, Mr. Kerry.
It was a good morning, Mrs. Montebello, until we had a major catastrophe.
Oh, the saints bless us, and what now?
This young lady and I had a collision. It was my fault for not having eyes in the back of my head. Give her another bottle of milk, will you? Some cornflakes to go with it?
If everybody in Hell's Kitchen had a heart as big as you, Tim Carey.
Now, no blarney. How's that fine Italian husband of yours?
Oh, he's fine, thank you. If you wouldn't always be thinking that man's best friend is garlic.
Thank you, Mr. Carey.
Goodbye.
Come away now, darling.
Hi, Dan. Hi. Give us a beer. Coming in. Break a 20?
20? Yeah, I guess so. You ain't going in for counterfeiting anyway.
No cracks. Well, if it ain't my friend, Officer Kerry.
How are you, Tim?
No, Dan. I thought I told you to keep off my beat.
Maybe you'd like to have me stop eating and breathing too, Officer Kerry.
Maybe I would.
This is still a free country, you know. Just in case anybody should drive up and ask you.
You don't live here and you don't belong in this neighborhood, Whitey.
Here's your change.
Thanks, Dan.
Where'd you get all that dough?
A rich hand of mine croaks, see? You'd just like to find a rot on me, wouldn't you?
Maybe. You haven't done an honest lick of work in over a year.
That's my business, ain't it?
And it's my business to watch birds like you who hang around all the time with a pocket full of money.
I'm doing all right.
I'll say you are. Keeping out of prison.
Your son Ritzy wasn't smart enough to. Say, I hear he's coming out in a couple of days. You think you'll be able to wash the stripes off his back?
Now, you get out of here and stay out. And you keep off my beat, or I'm liable to forget I'm a cop.
Okay. Give him a look to Ritzy when he comes home.
Tim, don't let the likes of him bother you none.
You know, Dan, a word sometimes can be a lot more painful than a bullet.
Sure, and don't I know. How about a glass of beer?
Oh, thanks. Not on duty.
You know, it'll be like old times having the kid back home again tomorrow.
Right you are, Dan. It's got me wrestling with myself nights wondering what I'm going to do about it.
Well, it'll be nice having him home again, though. Why, you get him a good job and meet some nice people. First thing you know, he'll amount to something.
I hope it's as easy as that.
Well, why not? Kid's got some good stuff in him.
That's what hurts. Maybe if I'd have paid a little less attention to this uniform and more to my boy, all this wouldn't have happened.
Yeah, the past is past, Tim. The boy's learned his lesson, and he'll come back a better man for it.
So long.
Well, it hasn't changed much.
There's no reason to change anything, son. Once you're home, you sort of like things to be the same.
Yeah, I know. But I had an idea you might have moved uptown a little further.
Well, your mother liked it here, and I like it. It's near my work and among my friends.
Yeah, your friends. Oh, it's a swell setup for you, all right.
That's where you're wrong, son. The people around here are all for you. They're glad you're home, and Want to see you get a fresh start and be somebody.
I noticed that a few minutes ago. All was lacking was a brass band.
If you're thinking about those two people downstairs, why, they talk about anybody or anything.
Yeah, I know.
I don't blame you for feeling the way you do, son. Everything's going to be all right. We won't make the same mistakes again, and then with you having a job...
A job? Who do you suppose is going to give a job to an ex-con? Now, Pop, it's too late.
It's never too late, son. Lots of the boys have come out and made good right in this neighborhood.
Who, for instance?
Well, Jerry the Dip. He got wise to himself and straightened out, and now he's got a wife and family and friends.
Yeah, but you still think of him as Jerry the Dip, and so does everybody else. Pop, you're just talking a lot of nice words that don't make any sense. You seem to forget that I've just spent 2 years in the pen. I'm just a criminal with a number, that's all.
And what's the number on the uniform you've quit wearing for good?
That's just it, Pop. It's more than any number on any uniform. It's something that's burned into your brain and heart like it was put there with a branding iron. It ain't like something on a blackboard that you can just rub out with an eraser.
Look, son, you're making things tough for us, feeling the way you do. You've got to pull yourself together and look at things differently.
I've been looking at things differently for 2 years in the penitentiary. That was a liberal education to me, Pop, and I got you to thank for it.
What are you talking about?
Oh, you could have saved me that rap up the river if you'd wanted to.
No, I couldn't, son. What you did was wrong, and you had to be punished for it the same as anybody else. Being my son didn't make any difference. Not a single bit.
Oh, I know it didn't.
Ritzy, you're my son. To you, that may be just a statement. But to me, it's something a little less than the whole world. I wanted to help you forget. But you've got to help yourself, too.
Okay, sure.
You gambled with the state and lost. You paid with 2 years of your life. I'm asking you to gamble 1 more year of your life lived my way against all the rest of your days lived any way you like.
Getting to be quite a gambler, ain't you, Pop?
It's the only gamble I've ever taken, and probably the last.
Well, there's one thing about it. You haven't got much to lose.
I've got plenty to lose. My son. Why don't you go out and take a walk and meet some of the folks? Go down to dance and have a talk will do you good. We can finish our little talk later.
That's a good idea.
Oh, son. You and I could make a swell team.
Yeah, sure. Hello, Julia.
Hello, Ritzy. It's good to see you back.
Well, seeing you, too. Gee, you've grown up.
5'3".
And pretty nifty, too.
You don't look much different.
Well, a couple of years don't make much difference to a guy like me. How's your mom?
She died while you were away.
Oh, gee, that's tough.
But I'm getting along fine, though. I have a job and everything.
Yes, well.
I've got a room here. Are you going to live here again, Ritzy?
Oh, I don't know, Julia, maybe.
Be swell if you did.
You bet. Right back in Hell's Kitchen.
You mustn't talk that way.
Why shouldn't I?
The past is dead and buried, Ritzy. It ought to stay that way.
Yeah, sure. What does the guy have to do to get a date with you? Fill out an application or what?
You know how I always felt. I haven't changed.
That's encouraging.
There's a new orchestra at the Pyramid Club tonight.
Well, I may be a little out of practice, but anyway, I'll pick you up at 8 o'clock.
I'll meet you right here.
You made a deal. So long.
Bye.
Hello, Julia.
Oh, hello, Barney.
Say, Julia, I meant to ask you yesterday. Would you like to go to the Pyramid Club with me tonight?
Oh, I'm sorry, but I'm afraid you're a little late.
Why? What's the matter?
Ritzy just asked me.
Ritzy?
Yes, Barney. Ritzy's back, and I'm going with him. I'm sorry.
You're Ritzy Carey, ain't you?
Who's asking?
My name's Whitey Marsh. I've been hanging around this neighborhood all day to see you. I was told to meet you here.
What's on your mind?
I got a message for you.
Okay, spill it.
It's from Nick Morelli. Remember? He walked 3 months before you did.
It's not news to me.
No? But this is. Nick was picked up by the cops 6 weeks
What?
ago. Keep walking. Just before Nick slid out, I talked to him at the hospital. He said when you hit town to go to 750 West 5th Street, apartment C. I'll be seeing you.
Hello, son.
Hello, Mom.
Why don't you go inside?
No, I'm waiting for someone.
Julia?
No.
Well, when you get through, come in and have your supper.
Okay, Mom.
Hi, Barney.
Hello, Ritzy. Good to see you back.
Thanks. How are things going?
Oh, just about the same. Still trying to finish my schooling nights.
Still want to be an author?
Mm-hmm. That's right.
I know a lot easier and surer ways of getting in the blue chips.
Oh, well, it isn't always a question of money.
Oh, that's right, Barney. You keep writing your books and I'll keep looking for the jackpots.
Oh, say, Ritzy,
Yeah?
I wanted to speak to you about Julia.
Some other time, Barney. I'm busy now.
Hello, son.
Hello, Pop.
What'd you do?
Oh, nothing much. Just sort of moped around. Didn't notice many changes. Same old tired, fat women and dirty-faced kids. You know, you get almost the same feeling of wasting away that you do in stir.
Oh, you'll get over that.
Maybe, I hope so.
Did you drop in to see Johnny?
No, I didn't, but I'm going to see him tomorrow next day.
He's a fine fella, Dan. He's got a lot of good common horse sense. You ought to listen to what he says, Ritzy. You know he was in the house the night you were born. The way he carried on, you'd think you were his kid instead of mine.
Look, Pop. I'm going to take you up on that proposition you made me.
I say, that's fine, Ritzy. That's fine. Now to celebrate the event, I'm going to take you out and buy you the best dinner you ever tasted.
Oh, no, you're not. Not tonight. I'm sorry, but I got a date. Boys are really hot.
Yes, aren't they? It's nice here, isn't it?
Yeah. You come here a lot, Judy?
Oh, only once in a while. Barney takes me.
That's good. How you and Barney getting on?
Oh, all right.
Serious?
Maybe.
No other bits considered, right?
Well, I wouldn't say that.
Barney's an awful nice guy.
He's going to amount to something.
Yeah, so am I, but it ain't going to be writing books.
You got a minute, Ritzy? I'd like to talk to you.
Okay. Excuse me, Jenny. Be back in a couple of minutes.
All right, Ritzy.
Hello, Julia.
Why, Barney, what are you doing here?
Oh, I just thought I'd drop in, look around, and listen to the new band a while.
You got the message, didn't you?
What message?
One word he give you.
Yeah, I got the message, but I didn't get the meaning.
According to Morelli, you're supposed to be a pretty smart guy. To me, you're still wet behind the ears.
Is that what you wanted to say?
Now, wait a minute.
You wait. First, a guy I don't even know slips me an address, and all he says is to go there. And you come busting in, giving me the same kind of a line. Well, I got no time for riddles, see? If you're dangling a hook in front of me, I ain't biting. And on the other hand, I might listen.
That's big of you. Okay, wise guy? Nick said that up in the pen you were supposed to be hot stuff around the radio.
I know my way around, all right?
The boss has some kind of a proposition to give you. Wants to talk to you about it.
Oh, that's better. Who is the boss now that Morelli's gone?
You'll see when you get there.
I'll be there.
I wish you wouldn't talk like that. We've got to help him forget what's happened. To make him feel that people haven't turned against him.
You really think you can straighten out a guy like Ritzy?
Why not, if you treat him decent? Give him a chance. He'll do the right thing.
Well, if it ain't Bookworm Barney.
Hello, Ritzy.
Thought you was in night school learning how to be an author.
Night school gets out at 9 o'clock.
Yeah. Believe it or not, I'm glad to see you. Would you mind taking Julia home?
No.
Something happened, Ritzy?
No, I just got to see a party on some important business. But I'll make it up to you. Look, I'll take care of the check on the way out. See you tomorrow. Good night.
Night. See what I tell you? Already he's got some kind of a business deal, and it's important. That proves he's anxious to do things.
Yeah.
Special duty business is getting me down. After pounding a beat all day, quit your beefing, you guys.
How much?
About 10. Thanks.
Is that one of our boys going in there? I don't know.
Can't tell from here.
All right, Sergeant. You take that corner. You take this one. It's locked. Break it down. Step on it. Get an axe out of the car. You two cover the rear.
Kid, I gotta take back what I've been thinking about you.
It's okay.
Thanks for tipping us off in time. You won't regret it.
That's okay, too.
There wasn't much opportunity for introductions. My name's Claire Morelli. I know yours.
Nick Morelli's wife?
Nick's widow.
She's the boss I was telling you about.
That's one for the books, isn't it? A lady mob chief.
I prefer a more dignified term. My husband left a business. I'm looking after it just as he would if he was alive.
Well, I'm sorry I mentioned it. Look, is there any harm in knowing where we're going?
No, I have a house in the country. We'll be safe there and can talk business.
Not bad.
I'm glad you like it.
Yes, sir. This is a real classy hideout.
Cigarette? Help yourself.
Thanks.
Suppose we get right down to business.
That's well with me.
You know, Nick thought a lot of you.
Yeah?
Said you had a pretty good head.
Well, I try and use it for something better than just to hang a hat on.
He also said you could be trusted. Can you?
If it wasn't for me, right now you'd all be in a nice jail instead of this classy chateau. So what do you think?
I think maybe I shouldn't have asked the question.
Right.
I understand that your father helped send you up the river.
That's my business.
I'm sorry, but the circumstances more or less fit into the proposition.
Part of the deal is trying to get even with the old man. You can forget it.
Keep your shirt on.
You don't understand. Let me explain. Sit down.
All right, go on.
Do you know what cost Nick Morelli his life?
No, tell me.
A matter of 2 minutes meant the difference between living and dying.
I don't get it.
Radio. Well, the cops can be on the scene in any part of the city 2 minutes after a job's full. That doesn't give you much of a breathing spell.
Well, where would I fit in?
Well, you're a radio man. And a good one, according to Nick.
Yeah?
It's natural that your father expects you to go straight. Lead a nice, simple life.
So what?
So he's going to try and find a job for you. The kind of work for which you're best suited. Suppose he was to get you one in the police radio broadcasting station.
I'm beginning to get you one.
I knew you would.
What's my cut?
The same as the rest of the boys. 10%.
Thanks, I ain't interested. Why, that's chicken feed. What do you think you're hiring, an office boy? I'm the guy that sticks his neck out and you want to pay me off in donuts. Like the rest of these mugs.
So what do you get off?
Duke. What is your price?
Just 50%?
Your services come rather high, my friend.
Well, I'm sorry, Mrs. Morelli, but that's the deal. You can take it or leave it.
You don't suppose that you have us in a hole, do you? You know, radio men are a dime a dozen.
Yeah, I know, but they ain't all got fathers on the police force.
I think we can get together on this. Monk.
Yeah?
Bring in some brandy and soda. Let's talk this over.
Okay. When it's all over, I'm going to get my cut and scram. Because I ain't joining any mob to take orders. Especially from a woman.
Hello, Pop.
Oh, hello, son. Still up?
Yeah. Started to read the paper a bit. Fell asleep, I guess. Didn't get in till an hour ago.
Been transferred to the night force, have you?
No. Special duty. Where'd you go?
Went over the pyramid with Julia.
Did you have a good time?
Oh, pretty good. I'm a little tired, though. I think I'll hit the hay.
Why, I thought I saw Judy come home with Barney. Something happened?
No, not exactly. I left the pyramid because I had some business I had to tend to.
You visiting some friends?
Yeah, in a way, but I wouldn't exactly call them friends. I almost got in a jam, Pop.
A jam?
Yeah. I had to go over to a place at 750 West 5th Street, and I got there just 2 minutes ahead of a raid.
Yeah, I saw you go in that house, Ritzy.
Oh, no, it isn't as bad as it looks. Here's what happened. You see, this afternoon, one of Morelli's mob come up to me on the street, and he gave me an address to go to. And tonight over at the Pyramid Club, another one come up and he done the same things, and actually I get kind of sore. Decided I'd go over and tell that mob to lay off me. I didn't want any part of them. Of course, I didn't expect to run into a raid.
Why did you lock that door?
Well, what else could I do, Pop? Gosh, I knew if the cops caught me there that I'd be in a jam. So all I could think of was to get away without being recognized or caught. Went in, locked the door, and went out the back way.
To help the Morelli mob to escape.
Oh, no, now you're barking up the wrong tree. I didn't even see the Morelli mob. Matter of fact, I was too scared to think of anybody but myself.
I'm glad to hear you say that, son. You had me kind of worried for a while. Remember, son, you and I made a bargain. We agreed to become a team. I wouldn't want anything to happen to that.
Don't you worry about me, Pop. I told you I'd play the game your way. Just to prove to you that I'm on the level, I'm ready to go to work.
Now, that's the way I like to hear you talk. And now to get you a good job.
Well, being a first-class radio technician, that ought to be pretty easy.
Why not?
Maybe with your pull with Commissioner Dodge, you might even be able to get me on a police radio broadcast.
Say, that's an idea. I'll talk to the Commissioner tomorrow. See what I can do.
Unless, of course, they hold that 2-year jolt against me.
Well, now you leave that to me. You better turn in now, son. Get a good night's sleep.
Okay, Pop. Good night.
Good night, son.
Hello, Mac. How are you, Pete? Pete, this is Tim Carey's son, Ritzy. Pete calls him on the day shift.
Hiya, Kerry.
Glad to know you.
He's a radio technician, and he starts today as assistant in the control room.
Oh, that's swell.
I'm just kind of showing him around.
Go to it, Mac.
Well, Ritzy, this thing that looks like a Christmas tree over here is really an electrified chart. It keeps check on all the cars. In here, we got the telephone receivers. These boys take the messages, and then they hand it in through there.
Calling cars 21 and 44. Cars 21 and 44. Hold up, 955 West 85th Street. Ambulance follow-up. Cars 21 and 44.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Hey, Barney.
Hello, Ritzy.
You seen Julia?
No, she's not home yet.
Talked to her since last night?
I spoke to her a few minutes this morning.
Guess she's kind of sore that I walked out on her, huh?
Well, you can't very well blame her. You've been doing that sort of thing for weeks now.
Yeah, I know, but I'm going to make it up to her.
Look, Ritzy, I wanted to talk to you about Julia and me.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, while you were away, Julia and I, well, we...
Yeah, I know, but you oughtn't to feel that way, Barney, because, well, I ain't beating anybody's time with Julia. I knew her a long time before you did. In fact, we practically teased on the same ring together.
Well, that may be so, but the question is, how good an influence are you for a girl like Julia?
I don't know that I like that crack, Barney.
Sorry?
You see, what goes on between Julia and me is our business. Of course, she likes you better than me and prefers you. Well, that's okay, but we'll have to let her decide it because she knows the score.
That's just it. She doesn't. She's sorry for you. Well, Julia's too swell a girl to get hurt, Ritzy.
Who says I'm going to hurt her?
I do. Oh, look, I've known you since we were kids together, when you used to steal marbles and cheat and bully every kid in the neighborhood. You pulled the wool over your father's eyes then, just as you're doing now, but you don't fool me. You were no good then, and you're still no good.
Hello, Julia.
Hello, Ritzy.
Did you work hard today?
A little. You didn't come back last night.
I know, honey, I'm awful sorry, but I just couldn't help it. Won't happen again, though, I promise. We still got a date tomorrow night?
Well, all right. But remember, Ritzy, if you...
Oh, no, not a chance. Tomorrow night's definitely our night.
Well, let's sit out here for a couple of minutes and talk, shall we?
Okay, swell.
Where are you going to take me tomorrow night?
Let's go someplace where it's nice and quiet and we can talk. And I can forget that radio.
Oh, how was it at the broadcasting station today?
Oh, I don't know, same old thing. Chasing cops after drunks, pickpockets, and street brawlers.
Ritzy, what is it that takes up so much of your time in the evenings?
I suppose nothing important, honey. Just, some people I know. They want my advice about the radio. Gonna be in the blue chips pretty soon, Julia.
But you're doing all right now. You have a swell job.
Doing all right. You don't think I'm going to spend the rest of my life in that police broadcasting station, do you, for $25 a week? No, sir. One of these fine days, I'm going to walk right out of Hell's Kitchen and strut on Park Avenue. I'm going to travel, see the world, get everything I want. Like adventure and excitement. Well, I'm going to sit right on the moon. I'm going to stuff my pocket full of stars. I'm really going to live.
Sounds like a dangerous kind of living, Ritzy.
Well, any kind of living is dangerous, ain't it? I mean, tomorrow, for instance, I might be walking along the sidewalk. One of them flower pots fall out of a window, hit me right on the head. Be crossing the street, a truck could knock you down. Or you might get a sudden attack of indigestion, pass out that way. So what? Me? I'm out for the best, just as long as I'm around.
Ritzy, you're talking crazy.
Oh, you too.
Hi, Pop.
Hello, Mr. Carey.
And I suppose you're sitting here solving the world's problems?
Well, not exactly.
Maybe it's your own little problem you're solving.
Maybe.
You've been a mighty fine influence over Ritzy, Julia. And it makes me mighty happy.
Thank you, Mr. Carey.
Ever since you were a little girl, I've been looking forward to the day you'd be a member of the Kerry family. If you know what I mean. Well, I'll be seeing you two later.
I think the old man's trying to marry me off to you. You better not be sitting here when he comes home again. We probably set the date.
Well, I better be going in. Bye.
So long.
Come in. Hello, Tim.
Hello, Captain.
Sit down.
Thank you, sir.
Yesterday, we picked up a man by the name of Whitey Morris. He's been hanging around the Curtis Piano Factory for over a month. We're not sure, but we think he's been casing the place because he's done most of his hanging around on Saturdays.
That's payday.
Right. After hours of grilling, we can't get a thing out of him, not even what mob he belongs to. So the only thing to do is to keep an eye on the Curtis factory.
Right, sir.
I'm going to detail an extra shotgun guard for that Curtis pay truck, and I want you to be on your toes. All this may lead to nothing, but we can't take any chances.
All right, sir. I'll keep a sharp lookout.
That's all, Tim.
Good day, Captain.
How about streetcars blocking off this side street? We've checked them for a week and there isn't a car passes there between 10 minutes before and 10 minutes after 2 o'clock.
Oh, that's swell.
We only knew about the special guard.
Well, that's what Whitey was checking on when they picked him up.
Well, we just have to keep an eye peeled. Duke, what about the lunch hour?
Everybody back in the plant by 1:30.
You sure?
Positive.
There's one thing we're overlooking, aren't we?
What's that?
The cop on the beat.
That's all attended to.
Ritzy ought to be able to fix his father, okay?
He's never there at that hour, I know that.
Are you sure?
Well, sure, I'm sure. Maybe you'd like me to go to the old man and tell him not to be at the Curtis factory at 2 o'clock.
No, but if he just happened to come along at that time...
Oh, that's all right. He can take care of himself.
We'd have to take care of ourselves.
Well, then take care of yourselves, because he won't be there. I guess that's everything. I've got it all timed down to a split second. Now, you've all got a tough job to do, and it's just up to you to do it. And remember this, everybody be on the dock. Because I'll be in the broadcasting station with everything under control. If you hold up your end, there's not a thing to worry about. I guess that's all, and I'll see you here in a few days. Good night.
Good night.
And just make sure that nothing goes wrong here, either.
I'd like to smash that guy's face in.
Me too.
Now, don't get excited, boys.
Well, that's always treating us like we was dirt. Always playing the big shot, the smart guy. He's got all the brains. We got nothing in our story but scrap iron.
You'd think he was holding all the cards.
He is holding all the cards. But one. The Joker.
Okay, let's go.
Glad to see you. Get ready.
Hey, Pete, there's one for all of them.
Attention all cars, attention all cars. Hold up, main gate of the Curtis Piano Factory. Cars 51 and 62 take Avenue A. Attention all cars. Attention all cars. Radio's dead. What? It's dead. Go on, hurry up and tell Harry. Hurry, hurry. Fine time for this thing to go out. Attention all cars. Attention all cars.
What happened, Sticker? You ran the armored truck in the curb and got away with the whole payroll. Hello, what's the matter with the police? What? Well, tell them to hurry. Hurry! Stand back, please. Men, I don't know what to say.
This is the first time our radio system has gone out at the exact moment a holdup was being perpetrated. There's absolutely no excuse for such an occurrence.
Well, the system is thoroughly checked twice a week, sir.
How long did it take you to repair the short circuit?
Well, after we discovered where the trouble was, we were back on the air in 2 minutes.
But too late to get our men to the scene of the holdup.
Yes.
Who discovered the short circuit?
By my assistant, Kerry.
That's right.
Oh, you're Patrolman Carey's son, aren't you?
Yes, sir.
You say the system was working perfectly up to a few minutes before 2 o'clock.
Yes, sir. 1:59 to be exact. At that time, I sent out a call for car 93, and it went through okay.
I see. Did you know that your father was shot in the holdup?
He was? Is he hurt bad?
No, I don't think so, but you better get over to the hospital and see him right away.
Yes, sir, thank you.
Ed, have 2 men trading. Report anything unusual to me.
I hurried over just as soon as I heard. Are you all right?
Sure, it's just a bullet through the fleshy part of the arm.
I telephoned Ritzy at the broadcasting station, and they said he just left.
Oh, I guess he's on his way over then.
Did they catch the bandits?
No, they got away, and not a police radio car around to stop them.
Hello, Julia. I came over as soon as the commissioner told me, Pop. How do you feel?
Oh, I feel fine. It's just a flesh wound. I'll be out of here in a couple of days.
Any idea who pulled the holdup?
No, but I'll never forget those faces, son.
You mean they got away?
Clean as a whistle.
All times for a radio to go out.
Do you mean to say the police radio went out all during that holdup?
Yeah. There was a short circuit in one of the switches just a few minutes before 2.
So that's why the police cars weren't on the job.
Of course, we got it fixed in a second after we found out where the short circuit was. I guess that was too late to stop those crooks.
It's going to be the devil to pay, son.
Yeah, but there's nobody to blame. 1,000 things can go wrong with the radio, I know.
I suppose so, but to have it go wrong in a time like that...
It's just a lucky break for those crooks. Anything I can do for you, Pop?
Oh, I'm all right, son.
Well, I guess I better get back to the station. I only stopped in for a minute. I'll see you in the morning on the way to work. So long, Julia.
So long, son.
Take it easy, Pop.
Sure. It makes it a lot pleasanter having you around. Julia, you're acting just like a thoughtful daughter-in-law should.
Did they run out on you?
Hello, Commissioner.
Hello, Tim. How are you getting on?
Oh, fine. Fine, sir. I want you to know Julia Allen. Julia, this is my friend, Commissioner Dodds.
How do you do?
How do you do, Miss Allen? Dropped in to see how you were and have a little talk with you, Tim.
Well, that's nice of you, George.
What I have to tell you may not be so pleasant. I think we better talk alone.
Oh, you can talk in front of Julia, sir. Is anything wrong?
Tim, when you got your boy the job in the broadcasting station, there wasn't any doubt in your mind, was there, about his being on the level, about giving up his old playmates?
None. Why, no, sir. Is something wrong?
Tim, It was your boy who put that radio out of commission.
Ritzy?
Yes. He's a member of the gang. They planted him in the broadcasting station deliberately.
Are you sure of that, George?
Yes, Tim. I've had 2 men trailing him. They followed him to a place in the country where he was trying to contact the rest of the mob. When they tried to arrest him, he shot and killed one of the men.
Who?
Frank Corrigan.
Frank Corrigan. Well, I've known him for 15 years. I was in the church the day he was married. I'm godfather to his 2 kids. Poor Margaret. And Ritzy.
He got away. We've spread a net for him. We'll pick him up all right.
Sure you will. People can kill cops and get away with it. I'm afraid there isn't much I can say, Commissioner.
It's all right, Tim. Good night.
Good night.
Yes,
Oh, wait a minute. You haven't got any ideas, have you?
You're hurting me.
I'm sorry, but the cops downstairs watching the place. Oh, but you wouldn't turn me in, would you?
They're looking for you. All the time we thought you'd changed. That you were going to be decent, respectable.
I told you I wasn't going to be any small potatoes. I got a lot of dough coming to me, thousands of dollars. Why, Judy, we're in velvet.
We?
Sure. That's why I came up here to get you.
You must be crazy.
That's right. I'm crazy about you.
The police down there.
Well, so what? They don't want it up here and they can't keep me from leaving. I'm no dumb, Bill. I had all that figured out before I came up here. Listen, I know of a spot where you can stay while I handle a couple of things with some people. And then we're going places.
I'd rather be dead. Do you think I'd go away with a man who doesn't hesitate to have his own father shot down? Do you think I'd have anything to do with anyone so low and rotten? I was fool enough to think that maybe by being kind to you, you'd change. Be a man. There's no hope for you. Barney's right. You'll go on cheating and stealing and lying as long as you live.
See who that is. And don't forget I'm not here.
Hello, Barney.
Hello, Julia. Where's Ritzy? Oh, I know he came up here. I saw him come up.
Hey, Barney, what are you doing? Playing detective?
Yeah, you might call it that.
You didn't tip anything off of those cops downstairs, did you?
Well, if I had, they'd have been up here before now, wouldn't they?
What'd you come up here for?
I wanted to see that nothing happened to Julia.
Oh, you wanted to be a hero as well as a detective, huh? You know I ought to drop a couple of slugs in you just for luck?
Go ahead. Yeah, but don't forget you'll have those policemen up here at the same time.
You got it all figured out, haven't you? Well, I can't waste any more time here. I got more important things to do. You keep them. That's what you want, ain't it? And just don't forget to send me an invitation to the wedding.
Where'd he go? I don't know. He just disappeared.
Somebody ought to call the
Oh,
police.
anybody's told Barney about it. Well, they ought to call the cops. They sure should. This is bad. Have they called an ambulance? I don't know.
Who is it?
Whitey. Oh, hello. I couldn't help it, Duke. He stuck a gun on me.
Hello, Duke. Well, now you haven't changed much, have you? Still kind of dumb looking.
Hello, Ritzy.
Hello.
Welcome home.
What's the big welcome home for? You wouldn't kid a guy, would you?
It'd be kind of silly to try and kid you, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I think so. You know, you got an awful lot of explaining to do, Miss Morelli.
Now, we've been trying and trying to get in touch with you.
Yeah, I bet.
Well, of course. You know it wasn't easy. We couldn't go back to my country place. You were on a spot at the broadcasting station. Now, what were we supposed to do? Page you from street corner to street corner?
No, the cops were doing that pretty well.
Well, I'm glad you were able to take good care of yourself.
Uh-huh. And I'm going to go right on taking pretty good care of myself. And if you don't mind, I'll just take a little salt with that yarn that you're trying to sell me.
Still think we walked out on you.
Well, maybe you can make me think different. Who knows?
Maybe I can. If we had, do you suppose I would have engaged a room here at the hotel for you?
Mind if I check that?
Of course not.
It's okay. I'll take your word for it. Now, what about my cut on the Curtis job?
It's all ready for you. Duke, bring in that bag, please. Don't you think you ought to count it to make sure you weren't shortchanged?
No, I'll still take your word. Now, folks, I'm going to stick around a couple of days and then scram. If I were you, I wouldn't try getting rid of me because I can still shoot pretty straight.
We still might have further business together.
Oh, no. No, you don't. You'll have to count me out because as soon as the heat's off, I'm going to get out fast.
Afraid?
No, just smart, that's all.
I see.
You know, you can't go around knocking off cops and then walk around like a visiting fireman. You know that. If you birds are smart, you'll be it, too.
Just what do you figure on doing?
I got some ideas.
You know, Ritzy, the more I see of you, the more I admire your judgment.
Yeah? Oh, even a jackass will back off from a fire, you know.
Boys, things are pretty hot for us here. Ritzy's right. We should get just as far away as possible until we feel it's safe to come back.
Okay with us.
Is there any reason why we can't manage this together?
No. There's no reason at all as long as I'm dishing out the orders.
Okay.
Whitey, you're the only one of us in the clear. Because they pinched you before that Curtis job, so they got nothing on you, right?
Yeah.
All right, now look, I want you to look up a fellow called Frankie Perry. I don't know where he is, but just keep looking till you find him. Ask some of the boys, they'll know where he is. And then tell him that I sent you and that I got a deal for him. Bring him back here and just see that you're not tailed, you get it?
Okay.
And just in case you get any funny ideas, don't forget that I'm sticking around with this mob till we all get in the clear. In other words, if there's a jam, we're all in it together, you see.
I get it.
Julia.
Oh, hello, Barney. Have they found out anything yet?
No, but I've been doing a lot of figuring by myself.
What about?
About the man who shot my mother and the reason why he did it.
You're talking like you know who it is.
I got a pretty good idea.
Who is it?
Ritzy Carey.
Ritzy?
Yes.
But how?
The same man who held up Dan's saloon also shot my mother. He wore a mask over his face so that nobody got a good look at him except my mother. When he came out of the saloon, he pulled the mask off so as not to attract any attention. He ran into my mother and shot her.
Because she recognized him?
Yes. He did it either deliberately or because he was excited, but he didn't go into Dan's saloon to stage a robbery. He went in there looking for a fellow named Whitey. He was in there phoning.
Does Mr. Carey know how you feel about all this?
I talked to him this morning. He says I may be right. Someday I'm going to run into Ritzy. I wouldn't like to be in his place when I do.
Barney,
Well, I got to get upstairs, Julie. I'll see him tonight, huh?
all right, Barney. Oh, hello, Mr. Carey. Good to see you back.
And it's good to be back.
You're looking fine.
Well, I'm feeling that way, except a little weak. You know, the first day back on the job.
I suppose I'd better go on up and start getting supper ready.
Oh, Julia,
Yes?
have you seen Ritzy?
No. Not since that night I came home and found him in my room.
And he hasn't phoned?
No, he hasn't.
Well, I guess I'll walk on down to dance.
Hi, Dan. How about a glass of beer?
Coming right out. What are you doing in these parts?
I'm looking for a guy that owes me dough and I'm trying to collect. His name is Frankie Perry. You ain't seen him around, have you?
No.
Hello, Whitey.
Now, look. I mind my own business, see?
Sure you are. Who says you aren't?
I guess I got a right to come in here and buy a glass of beer.
And who says you haven't? Can a man inquire about the state of your health without you throwing a fit?
Yeah, sure.
As long as you behave yourself, Whitey, you're as welcome here as anybody else.
Thanks.
I've been wanting to have a little talk with you.
What for?
Oh, a little personal matter. Nothing serious. You wouldn't mind, would you, Whitey?
Why, no.
It's fine. Oh, Dan. Whitey and I got a little business to discuss in private. Do you mind if we use your back room?
Help yourself.
Come on.
Wait a minute. Why should I go in there with you?
Well, you've got nothing to worry about. You know I've always been for law and order. Let's go, Whitey. Sit down, Whitey.
What'd you lock that door for?
So that nobody will come busting in right in the middle of things. Sit down. Make yourself comfortable.
Come on, let's get this over. I ain't got much time. I'm looking for a guy who owes me dough.
It'll all be over in a couple of minutes, one way or the other, depending on yourself.
What do you mean one way or the other?
Well, let's get down to brass tacks. Where's Ritzy?
So that's it. I should have known better than to trust a copper.
Come on. Where is he?
How do I know? I ain't even seen him.
Whitey, you're lying.
I tell you, I don't know anything about Ritzy.
The reason I inquired about your health out there a few minutes ago was to make you appreciate what a great thing it is to have. Nobody likes to lose their health, Whitey.
You can't scare me. You got nothing on me. I'm in the clear. See, I got rights.
And I got rights, too.
Plenty of them. You can't get away with this.
Now, you listen to me. A policeman has been killed and a defenseless woman shot down in cold blood. Can you think of anything we won't do to find the guilty man? Can you? Can you imagine what'll happen to you if I sneak you out the police station, turn you over to the boys that are going off duty? Whitey, I'm giving you a chance to get your neck out of a noose.
I tell you, I don't know where he is. I don't.
We know he's with the Morelli mob, but we know that you took him there. Now, are you going to start talking?
I can't squeal in that mob and keep my neck.
So you do know where they are.
Hey, Joe. Yeah. Drop these nickels in that photograph and turn it on good and loud.
Sure.
Kingsbury Hotel.
Kingsbury Hotel.
Apartment 627.
627?
Miss Cooper, no more calls to the 627 until further notice. Police orders.
Yes, Mr. Judge. I'm sorry, sir, but we have orders not to connect anyone with 627.
What do you mean? I gotta talk to the people in 627. It's important.
I'm sorry, sir.
Taxi! Taxi, Kingsbury Hotel, and step on.
Hey, taxi. Kingsbury Hotel.
Somebody at the door, Duke.
I got ears. What was it?
Whitey told me to come here.
Oh, it must be that guy Frankie Perry.
Reach, all of you. Ladies included. Don't try anything.
What's the meaning of this?
You got nothing on us?
Where's Ritzy?
Ritzy who?
Don't let's waste a lot of words. Where's Ritzy?
I never heard of him.
Beat it, quick.
Shut up, you fool.
You're crazy to come back here, Whitey. But thanks, you've done me a favor.
Mr. Carey.
You got no business here, Barney.
Where is he?
I don't know. Search these people for guns. Come on. Where's Ritzy? Don't stall. I know he's here. Whitey said so.
Okay. Go ahead, call him.
And don't you try anything, mister.
Don't be silly. This is a pleasure. Give me 623. Hello, Ritzy. This is Duke. Come on over, will you? That friend of yours is here.
Barney, take these people in the other room. Come on. Hello, Ritzy.
Hello.
I've come to take you.
I wouldn't try anything, Pop.
You're going with me, son. One way or the other.
Okay. Mind if I get my hat first?
Go ahead.
Good morning, Tim.
Good morning, Mike.
And a nice peaceful morning it is.
Yeah, that's Hell's Kitchen for you. Peaceful one minute and the lid blows off the next.